Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2016 general readings. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck, drawing 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional card as your overall theme and general feeling for the month. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. You may find that they resonate a little more predictably for you than your sun sign, particularly in other areas of your life, because of course there's so many of you watching and you all have different things going on in your lives. So these videos won't resonate the same for everyone who watches them. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. Thank you to all of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel. It is lovely to see the family growing so rapidly on a daily basis, and I appreciate so much the love and support and the feedback that you leave both on the channel videos themselves and the ones that you send in email. You guys are great with the comments. I love, in particular, reading about how the readings play out so predictively in what's going on in your lives. Thank you so much for those and keep them coming. And thank you, as I always say, to those of you who keep me so busy with personal readings. It is always an honor and always a pleasure to read for you. And I'm very grateful for the trust that you put in me to intuit and interpret the cards for you. And if anyone is interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on the About button on my my YouTube channel's homepage, and that'll give you a little more detail and information about myself, the services I offer, and my contact information, and my email address, which is Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I do readings full time, so I'm pretty good about getting back with you quickly and scheduling a reading within a timely fashion. My current turnaround time is anywhere from 1 to 4 or 5 days, depending on scheduling and rescheduling, but almost always within a week. So send me an email. I would be delighted to work with you, and we'll go from there. So let's get right into this reading. This is, excuse me, this is for Aquarius for July 2016. Aquarius, July 2016. The lovely and beautiful air sign of Aquarius. What does July 2016 hold for you? July 2016 for Aquarius. Aquarius, July 2016. Okay, we begin with the Strength card, followed by the Nine of Swords, the Two of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups, followed by the Three of Wands, and the Chariot, followed by the Four of Cups in reverse. And from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card is Temperance. Well, let's just take a look, Aquarius. Okay, let's begin. Looks like some decision making, a little bit of stress in the beginning of the month, Aquarius, but then some decision making, some celebrating, and some moving forward pretty much week by week. So we find ourselves at the beginning of July 2016 with the major arcana card of Strength, followed by the Nine of Swords. So strength is, well, all about just that, strength, but it's one of those gentle, grounded, rooted sort of strengths, the kind that can catch more flies with honey than vinegar. This is all about coming to a complete and total acceptance of yourself, overcoming fears, overcoming demons. And I feel that's what it's pretty strongly about for the majority of you Aquarians ending June and beginning of July. It's about overcoming, using strength to overcome fears, anxieties, worries, stressors, coming to an acceptance and moving forward, having the courage to move forward and make decisions about your life, about something important in your life. That strength card, which is going to be what's of use to you in overcoming any fears or anxieties that you have, is accompanied by the Nine of Swords, which pretty much symbolizes the strength and anxiety and stress that I feel a lot of you are going through. Swords is governed by the element of air. So swords is a suit that's all about things in our well, it's all about things in our mind. It's about how we look at things, our perspectives, our mental outlooks, words and ideas, belief systems. The Nine of Swords, as you can tell, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of worry. It's a lot of anxiety. Uh, it's a lot. You can see that this woman is sitting up in bed. From the moon has risen high in the sky. It's quite late at night. Everyone else is probably sleeping, but she's not. Why? Because she's sitting up in bed, still awake. She's completely consumed, mental and emotional energy focused on whatever the source of her stress and concern is. There is, let's see, we have one, two, three, one cards, two cups, and the rest are major arcana with one sword. So it could be, I mean, this could be a project of some kind you're worried about, a decision on a career path or a job. For some of you, this could be love and relationships as well. It's going to play out differently. But whatever this is, I often see the Nine of Swords come up when people have something actually worked up in their head to be bigger than it really is, reflected in their external environment, or worse than it actually really is. Not to say that whatever the source of your concern and worry is invalid, Aquarius, but this is a card that the energy of this can be rather illusionary, and it's a card about putting so much energy into something that you're afraid of or something that you're worried about that you actually build it up bigger in your head than it actually is. So the advice is to take back a lot of this energy that you're putting into being worried about this and put it instead into making a decision about what to do, about how to tackle something and move forward, because the only way to combat fear and anxiety and worry is to actually take action, make a decision, take action and move forward, and that will automatically lift a great deal of that energy. It's about being assertive about that, which is reflected in the next week, where we have the Two of Wands followed by the Queen of Wands. Very forward moving, assertive, decisive, manifesting, creating energy. The Two of Wands. Wands is governed by the element of fire and air. It's a very dynamic suit. It's about change, movement, action power, forward momentum. The suit of Wands is about that almost primal, creative, inspirational energy that allows us to manifest what we want. It's the advice that will help pull you out of and help you overcome this being stuck and this sitting in all this fear and anxiety and stress and worry, Aquarius. The Two of Wands is a decision making card. You can see this man has come to a crossroads, and for some of you, this crossroads you've come to, the path that you've walked to up until now has been a fairly successful path, or at least you've done all right by it, but you've come to a crossroads where you need to make a decision about which way to move forward. And the key, well, number one, don't get stuck at this crossroads for too long, because the longer that you sit, the longer that it makes it harder to actually move ahead. The key is to choose the path that you feel intuitively is going to provide you with the most opportunity and potential for growth and expansion in whatever this is, whether it's a love and romance based relationship, a relationship of a different nature, career, job, project, etc. Choose the path that's going to provide the most opportunity for growth and expansion, the most opportunity for forward motion, and be assertive and dynamic and enthusiastic about it, because that Two of Wands is paired with the Queen of Wands, which is all about that energy. For some of you, this is going to represent the energy that you're being called upon to manifest, to get out of this fear-based, this crossroads energy and move forward. The Queen of Wands certainly would. She's very dynamic, enthusiastic, passionate, charismatic. She draws people to her. She's very good at delegating. She's very good at understanding the intricacies of what needs to be done and how to utilize people to their best potential to help get stuff done. She's an action-oriented, forward-moving sort of person. Very fearless, very assertive, and even if she's not fearless, she'll push forward anyway. For some of you, this is going to represent a person who's with you on this journey, or who's helping inspire you, helping you make this decision, supporting you, kind of being your cheerleader or being your partner in this. And this could be a fire sign primarily, which would be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Secondarily, it could be air, which is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But I feel more Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, fire sign. And it looks like you are moving forward. You are choosing a path, and there is some kind of celebration around that. some kind of acknowledgement, celebration, a party perhaps, about making a decision, laying the foundations for moving forward on whatever this is. You'll have to let me know what this is. We have around the third week or so of July, we have the Three of Cups, followed by the Three of Wands. So the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. It's a card of people getting together and enjoying themselves. There's a strong social theme to this card. So you may be getting together with friends to celebrate whatever this is, just to relax and have fun and take kind of the stress off. Again, celebrate. I feel like it's the beginning of something or the first push, the foundation laying of something. This card represents being with a lot of people, enjoying yourself, or celebrating something specific. And you're with a lot of people in whose company you feel very comfortable, very authentic, very you, that you can take your shoes off and just be real. Kind of kindred spirits or like minded people. You're getting together to, again, celebrate this, to celebrate the start of something. You've successfully laid down the groundwork or foundation for something. You've had a successful first push into something because of having made this decision and being very assertive on moving forward. And it's about your future. It's about building foundations, moving forward into the future, working towards a bigger future goal, because that Three of Cups is paired with the Three of Wands, which again is a card of expansion and growth. It's a card that it's more of a gestative patience kind of card. It's about having put all the work in, you've put all the effort in. Perhaps you've had a party to kind of celebrate that. You've sent the ships off, you've done all your research, you've done all the work, and now you're waiting to see what comes back. And it is all about building future, building the foundations. Again, it feels like the first leg of a journey, the successful laying of the foundation of a house, something like that. Now, at or towards the end of July 2016 Aquarius, we have the Chariot paired with the Four of Cups in reverse. So again, we'll start with this Four of Cups in reverse. In the upright position, Cups, well, I forgot to say that with the Three of Cups. Cups is governed by the element of water. It's all about that watery, fluid world of emotions and feelings. It can also represent love and relationships as well. In the upright position, the Four of Cups, I sometimes refer to as the boredom and gratitude card, because that's what it can represent sometimes. Feeling bored, feeling like you don't know which direction to go in, feeling like you're not interested either in what is around you or in what's being offered to you. It can point to feeling like maybe restless, dissatisfied, wanting to do something or go somewhere, but not knowing exactly which direction to go in. You got it in the reverse position. So at the end of July 2016, it's about overcoming these energies, overcoming, having a set idea of where you want to go, having goals in mind, having a direction, being assertive about it, moving on that. It's all about putting the action behind the words this month, putting the manifesting energy into making something reality, or the beginning of making something reality, and being very swift and powerful and assertive about that. Because over that Four of Cups in reverse, we have the major arcana card of the Chariot. The Chariot is about the swift, powerful forward movement of something in a decisive direction, in an assertive way. Again, it's that same energy throughout this reading, Aquarius. This is also about the harnessing of a variety of different forces. Each in their own way would want to go off in their own directions, but it's about bringing them all together and making them work together in unison and harmony to successfully propel something forward, because that's what this chariot represents. You have the driver. He has to have a clear idea of where he's going. He has to know how to operate this chariot, the wheels of the chariot, the sphinxes or horses which operate this chariot. All of these forces have to be brought together and work in unison and harmony to propel something forward. And that is the energy all through this reading. Um, Decisive, assertive, enthusiastic, passionate energy to overcome these fears, worries, and concerns, to overcome this feeling of boredom or of not knowing what direction to go to. And again, it's toward the future, it's toward working towards a larger goal. And it's about balance, maintaining balance this month, Aquarius, not getting stuck in one area, not getting stuck in any negative energies. It's about maintaining a balance no matter what's seesawing around and being even chaotic in your external environment, because your crowning card is the major arcana card of temperance. And that's what temperance is about: temperance, balance, patience, moderation, holding opposite extremes in perfect unison and perfect harmony, no matter what's going on in your external environment. My analogy for the temperance card is kind of like a teeter-totter or a seesaw. If you're on the ends of what's going on, the outer ends of what's going on, you're always going up and down, and it can be kind of crazy and imbalancing and chaotic. But if you're in the middle, if you find your center of gravity right in the middle, in that balanced part, you're able to maintain your balance no matter how much that teeter-totter teeters and totters, because you found your center, you found your balance, you're able to stay grounded. And that's what the temperance card represents in a mental and emotional way. And that's what you're being asked to exercise this month: patience, balance, moderation, but still continuing to move forward and building this foundation of whatever it is, which I feel it's something important to do with your future. So, how it plays out specifically is going to differ for each of you that are watching, and you'll have to let me know how that plays out. Excuse me. So, Aquarius, that represents July in a nutshell so far. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it's brought you some wisdom and insight and clarity, and that it is of use to you. And for any of you who are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, again, you can click on the About button on my channel's homepage, and that'll give you my contact information. And you can always email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks for the July 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, Aquarius, as I always say, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.